I just picked up this 1970 Mercedes 220 diesel. This has been sitting in a barn since 1975 and it was last registered in 74, so this was only on the road for 4 years of its entire life, only racking up 18,000 miles. I bought this car only for $1,200, so this week we're gonna get it detailed, clean it top to bottom, get this thing polished up. It's super faded. It used to be covered in barn dust, but it was then parked outside for the past few months and it got all rinsed off. And then after we get it all detailed top to bottom and shined up, we'll go to the motor and see if we get this thing fired up. So now let's open up all the doors, pop the hood in the trunk, and see what condition it's all in and what kind of a project we got ahead of us. Well, it smells a little moldy in here, that's for sure. Whoever was last driving this car had the seats way laid back. They were feeling cool. So first thing I noticed is there's mold all over the steering wheel, and this is a pretty cool big steering wheel. We got mold all over the shifter there. We got an 8-track right here in the center console. Johnny Cash and the Tennessee 2 original golden hits. Oh, here's the 8-track player right here. That thing's massive. It's like playing a VCR. Everything in here is almost in perfect condition. It's just moldy and dirty. Dash, steering wheel, seats. The carpet is in great condition. The door panels are in amazing condition. It definitely shows that this car has been barely driven. So it's 18,042 miles. And the back seat bench is in awesome condition. We got some speakers in the back. I don't think those are original. So we'll get this all scrubbed up and steam cleaned, shampoo the carpets, and I think this interior is gonna come out pretty much perfect. All right, so we got a few things in here. We got the spare wheels. We got a couple extra batteries, and for some reason there's a battery mount back here. First thing I did notice when I opened this is that there's no rust. It's almost perfect underneath the deck lid. All the side walls are perfect. Usually these side panels are all warped from moisture. We got an old book right here, The Red Balloon. I know that's an old book. I'd never read it or seen it, but I know that this is a classic. We got an old Texaco transmission fluid. Usually when you find these cans, they're super rusty. This one has been preserved. It seems like there has been no moisture at all in this trunk. Nothing's rusty, everything's perfect, everything's brand new. Pretty much a little time capsule. So let's go pop the hood, check out the engine and see what that's like. First looks under the hood, it looks pretty greasy, but everything looks very solid. This bottom of the hood is solid. There's no rust on it. Right here, I got myself a rat's nest. Looks like a mouse has made home right here. So at the end, we'll put a battery in here and see if we get this thing to turn over and see what it's gonna take to get it running. If you know anything about these Mercedes or these motors, leave in the comments. Give me a little bit of an education on them. I don't know anything about this car. I know, you know, American Muscle, more V8 kind of stuff, but not diesels and Mercedes. Since the rain rinsed off all the dirt, you can see the paint. This car is extremely faded, but it's a single stage paint, so it's gonna shine up really nice. As you've seen in previous videos, the single stages always come out awesome. Once we get it all washed up, we'll go ahead and polish this paint and make this thing shine. And why I've always wanted one of these is because of the style of them. These are just so cool and elegant. What's really cool is the trim goes all the way from the headlight, all the way around the car, wraps around the corners, goes around the other corner, and then goes all the way to the other headlight. It's one trim all the way around. Love the style of these taillights. Love the style of that big grille in the front with the 2 headlights. Back in 1970, this was a very luxurious, cool car. You had some money if you were driving in this. All right, so we looked over the Mercedes and we can tell it's in amazing condition. It's a lot better condition than most cars I pull into the shop. It shows its age, it's dirty, so we got a little work ahead of us, and this paint's super faded. I cannot wait to polish it up. It's all gonna come out super nice. I already know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my vacuum, start vacuuming up some of this junk that's on top of the car. Then we'll go ahead and wash it all down and then get into the polishing. So enough said, let's get into this detail. All right, so I got the Mercedes all washed and clean. Now I'm gonna go ahead and polish the paint. This is a single stage paint, so the color and the clear are in one. Unlike cars nowadays, it's a base coat, clear coat, so they put the color down, then a clear coat over top of it. This is all in one, so if I rub my fingers hard enough, I'll get green on them. You can't see, but my fingers have a little bit of green. As you could tell, over 50 years, this car has gotten really faded. What's nice is the single stage is very forgiving, so when I do go to polish this, we'll probably get it looking like it's brand new again. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. I'm gonna go grab my buffer and let's get started. All right, so I got the exterior all shined up and polished. It's a huge difference. I can't wait to show you at the end. The last few things I got to do with the exterior is shine up the tires and shine up the chrome. But for now, we're going to jump onto the interior. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my vacuum and start vacuuming out this carpet. All right guys, so I got the Mercedes detailed inside and out, got it all polished up. It's a huge difference. It's got some imperfections, just a little bit of rust around the wheel wells. Underneath is super solid. You take the carpet out, the floorboards are still factory paint, no rust at all on it. Underneath the hood, there's no rust. Underneath the deck lid, there's no rust. It's in really good condition. Like I said, it's only been on the road for 5 years of its life. It sat in a barn since '75, so that's 50 years it's been sitting. And the top half of the car is a little bit etched in, I think, from all that dust that sat on top of it. So what I'll probably do in the future is repaint this entire car. I know it's all original, but I'm probably gonna keep this car forever, and I don't care if the paint's original or not. So I'll probably make this paint even look a lot better by refinishing the whole thing, wet sand it all down, and then buff it and make this thing just look like a piece of glass. And I'll keep the original color though. I like this dark green with that interior color. That's a perfect combination. It's very elegant. Now I'm gonna go grab a battery and see if we get this thing to start up. But first, let me show you these results. All right, so I got the hood open, and I'm not too familiar with a diesel engine. I know that you could screw it up, and I honestly don't want to screw it up, so I don't know if I'm actually going to get this started today, and I don't think I'm going to try right now. Seeing this line right here, and it's got some big black chunks that are all clogging it up, and I don't know what that is or if it's important. I don't want to try to get this thing started and I do any damage to the motor. So I'm going to have an expert look at this and get this running, because I do want to drive this daily. So I want to make sure that everything's top notch. So I'll probably send this to somebody that knows what they're doing with it, or have them come here. And if I have them come here, then I'll make a video of it and we could see this thing running. Because I got plenty of cars here that that I've detailed that have not got running yet, that I would like to get running. So I'll make a video getting a few of these running, like the Eldorado. We'll probably make a video getting that one running. Also get the Porsches running, which you haven't seen yet, but they're coming to the channel in a couple weeks. And we'll definitely get the Eagle behind me, get that thing running. I want to drive that daily as well. Right now we're just getting everything cleaned up. I'm just buying and collecting, and then projects that I would like to mess with, we're gonna keep around and keep putting around with them and doing things with them. What else would you guys like to see me do with these cars other than, get them cleaned up and running? What else would you like to see? Do you want to see modifications? Do you want to see us going to like car shows or events? Because I'd like to change it up a little bit. Not every video be about detailing. What if it wasn't about detailing? What would you guys like to see? Let me know.